again, everybody has their quirks. Everybody has their weirdness. I think you
But
just have
like
to be you.
there are acceptable societal standards that I can't do things in public that I would love to do. There are set societal norms, and some of them are like obviously not needed at all and worthless, and some of them we have for a reason and they stuck around. Okay, it's
Yeah.
like
For
saying
example,
"excuse me"
yeah.
when you burp.
Yeah. And if you wear, as a kid, you can wear your PJs to a store, but as an adult, people would be like, oh my gosh, something must be wrong with her.
I'm wearing my PJs to class today.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not PJs; they're comfortable clothes.
Oh, there we go. You just have to
I didn't wear them
reframe
to
it.
bed last night, so
Okay.
they're not my
There,
pajamas.
there you go. Okay, I think this was fun to talk about the weird things that people do. Why do they do these things? Why do we do these things? We don't really know. We just do
No,
them, right?
you just do.
Yeah. And until someone tells you that it's weird, I think it's okay, other than your feet out on the plane.
Yeah. I think a lot of it, though, I've been trying to like look back at my life and realize we're just like a mosaic of everybody who's ever influenced us. And I
Mm,
think if you think about it like that, it like makes all of your weird quirks into something beautiful.
I like that.
Thank
I
you.
like that. Have you ever thought to yourself, why do they? Like, why do people do the things that they do? Okay, yeah, this has nothing to do with confidence, but I was just in England and Wales and I made some observations that really made me think about asking these questions. Why do people do these weird things? I mean, I'm one of them, but why do people do these weird things? So, the reason I had this kind of desire to do this episode, and it probably sounds awful, but I realized that every bathroom that I went to in England and in Wales, nobody left pee on the seat.
Just like a
and
funny
I
observation.
know, but it's an observation because I can't tell you how many times I go into a bathroom and I have to clean up the seat. Not once did I see that there. So my question for you is, why do people pee on the seat and not clean it up? Would they do it in their own home?
Um,
Would you pee on your own seat and not clean it up? Come on.
no, but I would never pee on anybody's seat and not clean it up.
I know. I just
I don't
don't. So
know. Like I have morals.
yeah, I don't
Like,
understand that. I mean, you know that one story of me walking in. I was in Target and I'm like, I have to go. I'm the door opens to the stall, and as I'm walking in, I realize it's one of your brother's friend's moms, and she looks at me and she's like, "Oh, hi." I walk in there. There was so much pee on that seat, I can't even tell you. I don't know if it happened before she got there, but I can tell you she probably made it worse. And every time I see her now, I think of her as the woman who pees on toilet seats and doesn't clean it up. Because even if I had to
that's so
go,
real.
it is. And honestly, if there was pee on the seat, and there wasn't any other stall available, I'm going to clean it up even if it's not mine. Maybe that's gross. I don't know. But like, again, I'm not going to leave that for somebody else. Okay, that was my observation. So why do
That's crazy though. I don't know like why in the UK people wouldn't pee on the seats. Like that's
I
just like a
mean,
weird
we're
thing.
in pubs. We were all over the place. I didn't see it one time. Yay. I
Huh.
mean, I was very happy for that.
Yeah, I'd be curious, like, on the other side of the spectrum, like with dad, if it was messy in the boys' bathroom. Because if there was the conclusion there that it wasn't messy in the boys' bathroom, then obviously at a younger age in the UK, they emphasize bathroom hygiene way more than we do. Because honestly, we don't enough. Like, I will tell you, people don't wash their hands as much as you would like them
Oh
to.
my gosh, that's another thing. Why don't people wash their hands after they go to the bathroom?
Visible germs, if they're not visible.
Well, that's, yeah, true, but still gross. I mean, you know what you
Yeah.
just did in there,
And
right?
then it's like,
So,
oh, look, pee is sterile. Okay, then why aren't you cleaning the seat then?
yeah. Yeah. Good point there. Good point there. Okay. Other things like when you get into an elevator, why do people push a button that's already been pushed?
I think that is like anxiety. That has to be for me at least. When I'm repeating actions like that, it's because I'm not sure the first time if it was clicked or why. There's so many things I can say about elevators. Like, what do you think is the polite? Sorry, polite. I was gonna say proper and polite at the same time. I
Right.
get in the elevator. Obviously, like here in my building, I don't. But like at school, I get in the elevator every single day, multiple times a day. Um, and that was the same in undergrad. Elevator etiquette is
Mm,
insane how no one knows it. And I noted this when I was in Greece, how bad it was there, especially on like the transit of like waiting for people to exit before you enter when I was visiting Emma. But I don't know, I was reminded of this at school. People do not know, especially when I was at Fordham. Because in New York, like the way we'd get to class is like we'd have, you know, like my tallest building on campus was 21 stories. You would just wait and hopefully you could get into the elevator before your class started. So it was like a mob rush to get into these elevators. And I think because of that, like I just like have this like fight or flight reaction when it comes to elevators that it's like, okay, guys, we can all squeeze in there. Even like at Belmont, like no one's really trying to get in the elevators all that much, but it's like, but do you get completely silent when you get in an elevator or are you continuing your conversation?
Oh, I continue my conversation and I say hi to people, which makes them completely uncomfortable.
Oh, I know. I
There
always
is
include
like,
everybody in the elevator in my conversation. Like, I'm curious what your input is. Like, yeah, what floor did you get today in the parking garage?
I don't understand why there's this unwritten rule that you shouldn't talk to people on an elevator. Like, why not?
Especially for me, most of the times when I'm getting in the elevator with someone at school, I'm going to class with them next.
Right.
So it's like if I don't speak, do you know how uncomfortable that is? Like it's easy to just say hi, how are you? You don't like, or
Yeah.
just like, oh my god, like parking was terrible today. I can't believe I got the bottom floor. Like it's just as easy as that.
But people who literally stand there and they stare at the numbers going by,
Yes.
right? Because that's going to make it go faster.
Oh, I
Now,
promise you, it doesn't.
I've seen people do this and I think it's hilarious. They'll get on and they'll face the other direction and it will make people so uncomfortable because now they're looking at the person, right?
Yeah.
And there's something about the elevator. You got to stand straight ahead, looking at the door, looking at the numbers. Don't talk to anybody. Shh.
It's really like a weird phenomenon. Because to me, it's like probably one of the only like minutes of the day where I can be like purely social.
Yeah.
Which I enjoy my time in the elevator, but some people are like so anti, like get me off of this as soon as
No,
I can. I can't believe I'm talking to people. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's very funny. Let's talk about airplanes for a second because these are some funny ones. So if you're in the back of the plane, like why does everybody try to stand up when it's going to take 20 minutes to get off, right? Like it's
Okay,
fine if
but
you're in the front of the plane and if you're on the aisle, but the people that are in the middle seats, I mean, they're going to stand there with their
oh
heads
yeah,
scrunched
that I don't
under the
actually know.
thing, and they do it every single time
Like
I'm
you
on a
could play
flight.
on your game for like at least a good extra 10
Yeah,
minutes.
you could finish your movie. It's crazy. And then also, why do people clap when the plane lands? Like, did they think we were going to die?
No, and that's like why do people clap at the end of a movie at the movie theater? Like the movie producers aren't there.
Yeah, I don't
Like
know.
they're not gonna know.
Yeah, it's always those kinds of things are really funny. Same thing like when I talk about pushing the elevator buttons a couple times, they push the crosswalk signs like 50, the button for the
I do
crosswalk
that.
like 50 times. It
I
doesn't
do
make it
that.
come faster,
I
but
do
maybe
it
it makes you
because I
feel
can
better.
like remix the sound. I've just been doing like that bit since college where I just press it and like wait. I've gotten really good at mimicking the voice too. Like no, but that's like an impatient thing. Like I promise you it won't change. Like it's not gonna change any faster. I think on airplanes, like recently my last couple of flights, and I thought there was an accepted airplane etiquette. If you're in the middle seat, like I don't know why I've been on 2 flights recently, people have not been putting the armrest down.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, and I am like, what am I supposed to do? I'm in the middle seat, so it's like feels like it's I can't like go and put my 2 armrests down. But then it's like I'm touching this person. I don't want to be touching you.
I know. There is that weird thing no matter what, like you're touching the person next to you that you don't know when because you're just so close and your arms are smushed against each other. And like obviously if I'm sitting in an aisle, I don't use that's the etiquette of when you are
Yes.
the
Oh
middle
my
seat has the
god.
armrest, right? So when you're in the aisle, you have your armrest and you have like space to like lean into the middle. The person and lean into the aisle, but the person in the middle seat doesn't. So they get the armrest. But the problem is when they take the armrest and their elbow goes like beyond the armrest into your seat area, and then they're just like touching you the whole time, and you're like, oh no,
Or people that
thank
like
you.
man spread on airplanes.
Yeah, that's
Like
a hard
close
one
your
too.
legs. You
Yeah,
need to like keep in your box of the seat.
yeah, those seats are pretty small for some people, so it doesn't always work that way, especially if you're tall and your
I
legs
know,
are.
but a lot of people are just tiny and man spreading, and that's my
Yeah,
issue. It's
I
like,
guess
bro,
so.
come on.
Yeah, planes are really weird, a weird thing when you think about it, right? You just,
People lose kind of their common decency when you get on planes.
yeah, and like when they take their shoes off
Yeah.
and their feet smell, or if they wear sandals. I don't understand why people wear sandals on a plane. Like cover that thing up, those things up. But
Yeah.
then they take like their flip flops off, and you're like, oh, okay, that's even worse.
Yeah.
It's just such a weird experience.
Yeah, I
Um,
agree.
okay, let's talk about clothing. Why do people wear socks with sandals?
I mean, I wear
Comfort?
socks with Crocs,
Well, that you're,
so
I
my
guess
toes don't get dirty.
dirty.
My
Yeah.
feet get really dirty if I don't wear my Crocs with
Oh my
socks.
gosh, your sister was wearing Crocs when we were in Cardiff the other day, and we went to try on shoes, and she had to borrow my socks because in order to try on shoes, you had to buy a pair of socks. So I literally took my socks off, gave them to her so she could try on shoes, and I looked at her feet. I was like, "Oh my gosh, your feet are disgusting. You can't wear
Yeah,
Crocs around the city."
yeah, you need to like you actually can't because the holes get in. So like, but like wearing Crocs with like flip flops with it when you have like the thong going in between your toes, like that is actually insane.
I feel like it's
That
uncomfortable.
Yes, it 100% is. Unless you're wearing toe socks. And you know what? I'm going to ride or die for toe socks. I think they're comfortable. I think I like having my toes separated because when I think too much about it, I can feel my toes touching. So when I'm wearing toe socks, then they're not touching.
But they're still touching.
Yeah, but they're like separated. It's like when you
Mm,
like, you're laying in the middle of the night and your legs are touching and you put the blanket in between them.
yeah, I hear you.
Okay, thank you.
Um,
Clothing, don't people why do people wear tank tops and not put deodorant on?
yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Is it
I've
a
been on some
forgetful thing?
I've
Is
been
it
on some
a
really stinky
I don't
flights lately.
care? Or me too. Or like when you're in public transit, the arms up. It's like
Oh, I don't know. I
we
think some people just
invented
don't like
deodorant
it.
so long ago. Okay, yeah. I mean, like I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of rubbing whatever knows what on my armpit, but you know what? I'm literally a worse fan of smelling bad.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I always love when my mom would say, "Why would you buy jeans with holes in it? Did you pay extra for that?" Yeah, that's the fashion, right? Doesn't matter that there's less. It's like this idea that because there's less fabric, it should cost less.
Yeah.
There's a hole cut out of it. You didn't get your money's worth. Oh yeah, some really funny things too. Um, Sunglasses indoors. I don't ever get why people
Celebrity.
wear.
When
Well,
you're
what?
fucked up and when you're a celebrity.
Yeah, but a lot more people than that do that,
Well, yeah,
right?
because it
Just
makes you feel
people,
like you're a celebrity.
people just randomly wear
Yeah, like when
sunglasses
you're at an
inside.
airport, like sunglasses in airport, I see all the time. I'll accept that because sometimes at the airport you're pretending to not be someone you are.
Okay.
But one of the things at airports that drives me actually insane when everybody stands up and crowds around the boarding gate. Like we have
Ah,
zones for a reason. Also,
yeah,
everybody is getting on the flight unless it's Southwest, who has a pretty like system for how you get your seat. You don't need to be like wait until your name is called.
yeah. People just love to, and then they'll go up there anyways, even though their boarding group hasn't been called. They get up there, they scan the ticket, and said, "You haven't been called yet."
Yeah,
Right.
wait, why
So
does this keep happening? Like
I
I
don't
don't
know.
is it everybody's first day on earth every single time they fly? Like that's
I
what it
think it.
feels like.
I think
And
it
then to
probably
add to
is.
that, why at the baggage claim are we swarming the baggage
Ah,
thing when your bags aren't even out? Like if your bag is not there, back away so someone's bag that is there can grab their bag.
yeah. We when we got to the baggage claim the other day, we just sat in the chairs there until we saw them because I was like, "Why?"
Yeah.
There's like way too many people, and they're way too close, and
And
I don't
I
want to
just
get
want to
hit
sit
with my
down.
shoulder. Yeah. I mean, I had been sitting for 8 hours, so I didn't mind standing up. One of my favorite things now too is on planes that they have to give the not the warning, but I guess it's kind of like a warning. You have to wear headphones if you're going to use your phone to watch
Oh
a
yeah.
movie.
Oh yeah.
I mean, people will just flat out watch something, and you're like, "Hello, I can hear it through my noise canceling headphones."
Yeah, that I've never understood. Like
Yeah,
that.
and the same thing when people are on FaceTime with their they don't have headphones in and they're on FaceTime at like full volume, sitting next to you like in the lounge or something like that, and you're like, okay,
Bro.
I don't need to know about your bathroom habits. Like
Yeah.
you should put some headphones in right now.
Literally. What? This is like a dumb question. What did you used to do on airplanes before phones?
You read a book.
So real.
I mean,
I'm just
basically
curious.
that's it.
Like,
I
because
mean,
I do think like the bad habits around flying started when phones.
yeah. Oh, I
Like
mean, you
when
used
where
to be able
people
to
more
smoke on
behaved.
planes.
But I also
Oh,
understand like flying
yeah.
used to be like more of a luxury where you would dress up to fly.
Yeah, it was way different. Yeah, they used to have a smoking section in the back of the plane because that was going to make a difference. Like the smoke
Yeah,
wasn't going to
like
be
the
throughout the
cancer
plane.
wasn't gonna go through the door. Like I don't. Okay.
But they used to have bassinets. I guess my mom told me this. This was, I don't remember from when I was younger, but basically it was almost like the baby was hanging above your head, like in the luggage
Oh
compartment
wow.
above your head. Yeah, that's where you could
Because
put
they
the,
can
that
still
was,
do them on like if you get like a bulkhead seat, you can ask
yeah,
for a bassinet on like long term flights. Because I saw some lady from Greece do that, or like when I was on my flight, they put their baby in that, which
yeah.
sounds great for the baby. It's like probably the best
Except,
situation you can have.
except for when we tried that with Noah, that did not work for 2 seconds. He screamed the entire flight. So he did
Yeah,
not like the bassinet. But in theory, it's a great
in
idea.
theory, great.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a completely different
Yeah, I just
experience
wonder if
back
people
then.
like were less annoying about flying back then.
Yeah, because I think it was more of a privilege. Now it's just part of your daily routine. And then having the phones, right? People have these ridiculous expectations now that I don't think they had before. And yeah, I don't quite get it. But they have to give all of these. You have to be nice. You can't use bad words at the
The
flight
biggest one
attendants. You
now that
can't
I've
hit them.
noticed,
You can't hit
yes,
them,
is
really? Come
that
on.
is the flight attendants. Like every flight I've been on recently has kind of reworded it. Like flight attendants are not here to make your stay more comfortable. They're here for your safety
Yeah.
first and utmost. And I feel like that's pretty recent language, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, they still make you comfortable,
Oh yeah, of
right?
course, but that's not what they're there for.
Right. They're there for your safety and they give you a drink, just not 10. That's probably part of the problem is people get on the flight and they're wasted
Already wasted, yeah.
and then they don't know how to control themselves. So it's crazy to think. How do you eat your spaghetti? Do you
What
twirl
do you
it?
mean
Do you
by
slurp
that?
it? Do you
I don't.
twirl it or do you slurp it?
Um, I don't think I slurp. I don't think I
Yeah.
ever really slurp.
I think that's another thing that's kind of annoying. This is like the really negative day of podcasting, right? But it's just kind of like funny things that people do.
Yeah.
Um, the way people eat, right? Why do people chew with their mouth open when they know people can see in there?
Is that one of those things that's like, like, did your mom never tell you that? Or did you just like, she gave up after a certain point in time?
Could be both.
Yeah.
Could be either.
I knew a girl and when we were at camp and we just like did not know how to tell her. Like when I was a camper. And so we would just, we like, would try, be like, yeah, we really hate when we chew with like people chew with their mouth opens, but I don't even think she acknowledged the fact that she was doing it. Like I don't even think she
She
knew
might
she was
not
doing it.
know. I
Yeah.
mean, there's a lot of people that don't know that they're doing things that annoy other people until they're told. And there is a way to say it in a nice way, right? Because it's helping them in the long run. We had a girl when I was in high school that she didn't wear deodorant. She had no idea that she
Oh
smelled
my
bad.
god,
That was
yeah.
normal to her. And so one day in PE, actually, the instructor said to her, "Can I pull you aside for a second?" And then she came back. She was like, "That was so embarrassing. Why didn't you guys tell me?" It's like, okay, you're right. But I'm in
Yeah,
high
but like
school
how do
and
you
I'm
tell
like,
somebody that?
yeah,
Yeah.
you smell horrible. Do you know what deodorant is?
Yeah.
I actually think that happened to your dad,
Something
to
similar
be
happened to
honest.
grandma.
Yeah.
Not about deodorant though, but grandma didn't know that you not that you were supposed to, but that women shaved their legs
Mm,
until she got told by Trudy in the pool one time. And was like,
yeah.
why aren't you shaving your legs?
Yeah. I feel like there's a new trend to not shaving again, right? I guess it goes
Yeah.
back and forth, but I've seen a lot of really hairy armpits on women lately. And I know I see that in different countries, but I haven't seen it so much in the US until recently. So
To each their own.
to each their own. As long as you don't
You don't
smell bad, I don't
smell.
care.
Yeah.
I don't care
I
at all.
agree.
Okay. Why do people wear thong underwear? I mean, I used to. I don't get it. Even the other day, I'm walking and my underwear is like creeping up my butt, and I was like, "This is so uncomfortable. Why do people wear thong underwear
I mean, because
other than
honestly,
not
they're really
seeing the
not that
seam in your pants?"
uncomfortable.
Really?
I mean, I buy. It depends on the pair you buy. Like, if you buy the ones that have all the elastic in it, then yeah. But like, I just buy like the seamless ones,
Mm.
and those are fine.
Yeah, I just think of like guys get to wear boxers or tighty whities if they want, and that just seems really comfortable
But
compared
they
to.
also, it's so funny. Like, Jack thinks like his underwear is like no clothes at all, and I could wear his underwear in like that would be longer than a lot of my shorts.
Yeah, that's funny. Do you? It's. I think like a lot of this stuff is just what people are used to, right?
Yeah,
But why do they? Why do people do certain things? I mean, I don't think we'll ever know. And the question is, yeah, do you say something when you see something, or do you just let it go?
I such a hard situation to be in. I don't know. Like, even like when you're close with someone, that's still like, oh, if you're close, you should tell them. But then it's like, do you want to ruin that friendship? Like, what if they take it so personally that you could never come back from it?
Yeah, it's hard to know,
Yeah,
right? I mean,
and because it is hard to like hear that you smell bad
yeah. Why do people
or
leave
the
one
oh,
square of toilet paper on the roll, right?
that is pure fucking laziness. And Jack and I actually, this is probably not our biggest fight, but like our ongoing fight is like not switching out the roll. And that
Yeah.
it's just pure laziness. It's like, oh well, someone can use that one square. No, they can't. Be for real.
It is funny. It is funny. Milk. Let's talk about milk because your dad, he won't, if it is expired, if it's 2 days before the expiration date, he won't drink it. Like that he's just instantly assuming that it's going to be bad. So it's like the sniffing the milk thing, I think is a little weird, right?
It's kind of interesting. Like we sniff everything, or at least I do. I honestly, I just said we. Maybe normal people don't. I sniff everything before I consume it, which is not great a lot of the times because a lot of things don't smell good,
Yeah.
especially like
Here, I
manufactured
think
like
this is bad.
goods.
Smell it. You know how often somebody like dad would say that here,
I
I
think I
think
probably
this,
hear that from dad like at least once a week. I'm
I
not
think
gonna
this,
lie.
I
When I
think this
lived at
tastes,
home,
yeah, or I think this tastes horrible. Why don't you try it? Let me
yeah,
know. Why
this is
would I try it?
disgusting. Try it.
I
That is
never
like actually a
understand
really
that.
funny one
Yeah.
because you always call us out when we do that. But like I feel like I do it a lot. I'm like, oh my god, this is nasty. Please come and try this. Like tell me
Yeah.
that it's good. It's like you need affirmation that the thing that you think is disgusting is also disgusting to someone else.
Yeah. And like, I think this might have gone bad. Can you try it? No, I'm not going to try it. If you
Like
think it is bad,
it's fine, dump it. Like it's not that big
right.
of a deal.
Yeah. You know, I, I never understand that. And it is a really funny thing, the food thing. And, some of it's preference, but like, if you think it's gone bad, don't ask someone to try it. That's just so weird.
Oh my god, I think Ari's worst one is his stinky socks. But he does that just to torture you. He'll
What,
take
he
his
like
socks
shoves it
off,
in
or he'll smell
face?
his armpits, and then he'll be like, "Oh my god, it
Ooh,
smells so horrible." And then he'll come over here and like either grab your head and put the socks in your face, or grab your head and put it in the
yes.
armpit.
Yeah, he does that. He also
That's boy
will
behavior.
fart and say safety, and then he'll be like, "Oh my god, it's horrible." I'm like, "Okay, walk into the other room. Like, don't sit here
That's
and
actually
do
like
it."
Ari. Yeah, why are you farting like that?
And then the
Oh, here's
dogs.
another
Oh,
thing: when people just fart, like, are you trying? Like, what do you do?
what do you
Do you
mean? Like,
acknowledge that you fart? Like, if it's silent,
and it's
you let it.
deadly?
Yeah, you let it play out, or are you saying something that it was you?
I think you probably, if it depends on how many people are standing there, but it's usually pretty obvious, right? I think you guys say, "Oh my gosh, I am
Nah, one time I was
so
in a club and
sorry."
I was ripping it. I was in a club and I just let everyone believe it was the men.
I've been on
I was a good
planes
bit.
before. It always comes back to planes. And I remember one time I was in a business and there was someone farting the whole time. And there was only like, it was a really small plane. So there was probably 8 seats up there. And I was like, oh my God, there's a first class farter. Like it just the whole time they were farting away and it just smelled
You know,
horrible.
it's a tough situation to be in.
It is. I mean, when you're on a plane, your stomach always feels worse anyways. So,
Yeah.
but So I'm not saying hold it in, but geez, I don't know. Bring some air freshener, something. Yeah. Uh, that is, it is a gross one. But yeah, Ari will say safety, which is hilarious. And I'm like, that doesn't excuse it,
Yeah,
but
I
it's
don't know
his
what you're.
way. It's his
It's to
way
him
of,
it excuses it.
yeah, kind of blows it off, right? And, um, yeah, I think body odors, food, and airplanes, those are like three of the
Because
funniest situations.
I think for me, a lot of other things are like, oh, we're just like, we have cultural differences. Like, we just grew up differently. Like, you put your bread in the fridge, I put my bread on the counter. Although now I
Mm.
put my bread in the fridge because it lasts longer in the fridge. But like, well, I think when it comes to airplanes and body odor specifically, like, those are set rules, especially on airplanes, because of how it's like short term, confined space. You got to follow the rules of the road. Okay, like don't be individualistic on an airplane. Don't try out the new perfume that is so overwhelming.
Whew.
Like don't bring, like I'm sure this recipe from your mother is great, but if it's notoriously stinky, like bring a sandwich. Bring a
Yeah.
sandwich. And bring a sandwich like even I don't know, like even when I smell like anything on a plane, I like get grossed out by it. Like some girl next to me was like opening like meat and cheese and like that grossed me out.
Yeah. A couple times I've brought beef jerky and I'm like, I know that smells bad. Like I should not be
Yeah.
eating it right now because it's really strong.
Yeah.
But sometimes a girl's got to eat, you know? What are you going to say? Yeah. There's lots of weird things that people do. There's lots of weird things that what's the weirdest thing that you do?
Probably for a very long time, I think that, and like, I just never wore socks with sneakers.
Yeah, then your shoes get kind of gross
Yeah, I mean, they actually did.
much
Like, fun
quicker.
story was that I had a pair of Converse that I never wore socks with, and it literally had like an acidic dyed ring in my Converse from my sweat. Like, it was like bleached from my sweat. I think probably the weirdest thing I do now, though, I don't know. I don't ever repark. That probably makes me a bad person.
Well, because your park's like over the line.
If I'm in the line, even if I'm not over it, if I'm in it or on it, I'm not reparking. Sorry, I'm really
I tried.
horrible at it.
Yeah, I make sure I'm in the lines because that annoys me. That is one thing where I'm like, oh my gosh, no, I can't get into the spot. Or if I got in, I couldn't get out of the car. So I definitely do try to pay attention to that. I don't know what the weirdest thing I do is. I think that like your dad leaves cabinets open and I feel like I constantly have to close them. And I don't know why it matters to me, but like I do. And I don't know. I don't know. I think across the board I do weird things, but
Yeah,
I need someone to call me
I
out on
mean, yeah,
them.
I need to think like what is like. I do sometimes take my shoes off on airplanes, but I also always bring an extra pair of socks with me because I hate when my
Yeah.
socks get gross on long flights.
I learned something great on my last flight where I asked the guy, there was a guy across from me. I was like, "Oh, where'd you get the slippers?" Because I assumed they were like in the little package they give you on the plane. And he was like, "The Marriott." And I was like, "That's brilliant." So every time you go to a hotel, take the slippers with you so you can wear them on the plane the next time. If you're on a
Yeah,
long flight, not just on a
yeah.
2 hour flight. Nobody needs
Okay, yeah,
slippers.
2 hour flight. Come on, suck it up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have to wear my shoes the entire day at school. That gives me to
Yeah.
another tangent. There was this guy in my class that would take his shoes off during class.
Ew.
And I couldn't smell it because he was across the room, but it was just like visually distracting to me because I
Yeah.
could see his feet during class.
Yeah, that's a weird one. I don't know. Again, everybody has their quirks, everybody has their weirdness. I think you
Yeah, but
just have
like
to be you.
there are acceptable societal standards that I can't do things in public that I would love to do. I don't know what off the top of my head, but like
Yeah.
I can't just like. I guess no, I wouldn't want to do that. Okay, I have to like think about this more. There are set societal norms, and some of them are like obviously not needed at all and worthless, and some of them we have for a reason and they stuck around. Okay,
Yeah.
it's like
For
saying
example,
"excuse me"
yeah.
when you burp.
Yeah. And if you wear, as a kid, you can wear your PJs to a store, but as an adult, people would be like, oh my gosh, something
So
must be wrong with her.
I'm wearing my PJs to class today.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not PJs; they're comfortable clothes.
Oh, there we go. You just have to
I didn't wear them
reframe
to
it.
bed last night, so
Okay.
they're not my
There,
pajamas.
there you go. Okay, thanks for the distraction today. I think this was fun to talk about the weird things that people do. Why do they do these things? Why do we do these things? We don't really know. We just do them, right?
You just do.
Yeah. And until someone tells you that it's weird, I think it's okay. Other than your feet out on the plane.
Yeah. I think a lot of it, though, I've been trying to like look back at my life and realize we're just like a mosaic of everybody who's ever influenced us. And I think if you think about it like that, it like makes all of your weird quirks into something beautiful.
I like that.
Thank you.
I like that.
I've been, that's like a thought in my brain for years. Like, why do I do some of the things? Like when I pull out of my spot in the garage, I make sure if I'm turning my wheel, I never have my foot on the brake because it ruins your tires. And I only do that because my friend in high school used to yell at me every single time I did it before.
I didn't know that
things
actually.
That you used to build. Parts
you
of your
do.
personality.
You learn something from everyone you meet.
And it really it forms you.
Sometimes it's what not to do, but you learn something.
Or sometimes it's learning like I should take the slippers from the Marriott.
Yes, take the slippers from the Marriott. Yay. We were like, oh, this is a great tip. And that's what we did. We took the slippers from the last hotel and we wore them on the plane. It's perfect.
Well, that's awesome.
Okay. So, calendar for the day.
It's the King's birthday in Australia, WA. I don't know what that means. And also, they don't have a king in Australia, so I don't really understand how that works. There is currently a king still, right?
What are we talking about?
Just of England.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I didn't know
Charles.
Which one. Okay, I didn't know who's dead and who's not. They all kind of look old, so you never know. The calendar of the day is you're way more likely to sell out yourself than anyone else. I like that.
Yeah, that's true. So we got a
reminder. I need to be nicer to myself.
We need to be nice to ourselves. We need to believe in ourselves. We need to tell us that we matter because we do.
Is the house has to be? It's a no mean to yourself zone. So if I mean to myself in my house, like I get 15 minutes of timeout and he doesn't talk to me.
15 minutes of timeout.
Like
don't be mean to yourself. I like that. Don't be mean to yourself zone. I like that. Everybody should put that into play. So thank you for joining us on this week's episode of Her Unshakeable Confidence. But before I go, I want to let you know, for those of you who don't know yet, that my new book, Real Confidence, A Simple Guide to Go From Unsure to Unshakable, is available for pre-order. It comes out February 17th. If you go to realconfidencebook.com, you can get all these cool bonuses that we put together, including an interview that Olivia and I did. Well, she interviewed me about the book, and you won't see that any other place. So go check that out, realconfidence.com. No, realconfidencebook.com. Go to the right place. And always remember, you are unshakable.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Thank you for listening to Her Unshakeable Confidence with Simone and Olivia Knego. We hope this episode has made your day just a little bit brighter and given you the inspiration you need to confidently go about your week. Always remember to be authentically you. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an episode. And feel free to connect with them on Instagram at Simone Knego and at Olivia Knego. Till next time.